You have to acknowledge that hating yourself and loving yourself is hard. Both of them are hard. And so you have to choose your hard. You can choose to hate yourself or you can choose to love yourself.
Are you a lazy piece of shit and don't know how to build discipline and stay productive? This is what helped me to build discipline. For example, going to the gym. Going to the gym is hard, but being ugly is also hard. Just choose your hard. Working is hard, running a business is hard, but being broke is also hard. What type of heart do you want to have? Sexy and rich and fit type of heart, or broke, dusty and ugly type of heart? Because either way it's gonna be hard.
Hi Trailblazers, this is Jessie. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you're having an amazing day. And today we are going to talk about how to stick to your habits, build discipline, and finally reach your goals in 2025. Right? I'm currently in my self-growth journey when it comes into entrepreneurship and currently my fitness journey. So if you are in the same journey as I am, or if you're interested in a lot of those things, please subscribe and comment down below. Of course, I am a new YouTube creator, so I'm going to be replying to all of the comments and I'm active in all of my socials. You're probably watching this video because you have that itch, you have that urge to change your life in 2025 for the better. I know that feeling because every 3 months I get that itch that I just want to change things up and find ways to improve my life in whichever way that I can. I have done 100 plus classes in Legree, so if you are in your fitness journey, I'm going to be tackling that topic a little bit, but a lot of the habit building and the discipline building is going to be applicable to other things as well, especially if you want to start a YouTube channel or, for example, you want to be a content creator in 2025. We share similar goals. Before I tell you the secret recipe to be disciplined and to stick to your goals, the very first thing that you need to do is get sleep. Getting proper sleep and the correct amount of sleep is literally the most easiest thing that you can do. If you want to change your life, get enough sleep first. This is so underrated. Rarely do we realize that we are not getting enough sleep because we're always trying to do the next big thing. But if you are lacking in sleep, you're not going to have the energy to actually pursue your goals because it's going to affect your energy. Time and energy management is key to being disciplined and creating habits. There are 2 apps that I currently love, and that is Pillow and Rise. Pillow, if you have an Apple Watch, perfect. You are now going to wear that to sleep so you can actually see how many hours of sleep you're actually getting and if you're getting proper sleep. What I love about these apps is because Pillow and Rise will connect with each other. Rise is going to tell you your energy levels throughout the day based on your data from Sleep from Pillow. My sweet spot is 8.5 hours. I know that some people will say that they function on 5 to 6 hours of sleep, but I generally want to challenge you to aim for 7 to 8.5 hours of sleep and track that for 2 weeks and see how you feel with your energy levels. If you're already thinking, wow, this is the most basic advice, of course it is. It's supposed to be easy because if you cannot handle getting enough sleep alone, there is absolutely no way that you are going to achieve the things that you want to do. That's going to take a lot of energy if you don't have that energy to begin with. What I love about Rise is it's going to tell you what your 2 energy peaks are throughout the day. You have 2 peaks and a dip. And this is something that I learned from the app itself because I was genuinely curious why I was struggling so much on getting the stuff that I want done. And I realized that I was motivated in specific times of the day. So for example, my 2 energy peaks in Rise are usually around 6 to 7 and from 3 to 4. So I know that if I want to accomplish something that takes a lot of energy, I'm going to be scheduling it around that time. I would say that your first peak is higher than your second, so tackle the task that is going to be the most time consuming at the very beginning of your day. The secret recipe for being disciplined is extremely simple. Identify the want and then create the habit for it. Hi, this is Editing Jessie from the future, and I'm missing a crucial part to the video that I need everyone to listen to. This is also from 101 essays that will change the way you think. Highly recommend it for everyone. This has also changed my life, and I'm not kidding. As you can tell, I've annotated a lot of this. And I'm still in the process of reading it. The only reason people don't want to do what they claim what they want most is because there's something else they want a little bit more. They ultimately don't get what they want done because they're trying to follow their most intense desire rather than prioritizing them. So for example, it took me years to really focus on my fitness journey because what I wanted most was not my dream body, to be quite honest with you. What I wanted most was financial stability first. So I kept chasing tons of work hours. I kept chasing job opportunities, which always put my body in this position of stress. And so I wasn't prioritizing my health, to be honest, because my desire for financial stability was stronger than my desire to have my dream body. So when you are identifying a desire, be brutally honest with yourself if that is something that you really want. Otherwise, something else is going to overtake it. And you need to be mindful of what that is, because you need to tackle that before you can tackle the other thing. And maybe you can do both at the same time. But what I've noticed is the reason why I was able to focus on my fitness journey is because I've gotten to the point where I felt financially stable, that I was no longer stressed about finances, that I was able to put a lot of my energy into actually building a healthier lifestyle. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, let's continue with the video. So for example, if your want is to be healthy and reach your dream body, then the habit that you want to create is to work out at least once a day. I know that working out can sound daunting, because it was for me, but it doesn't have to be like going to the gym. It could be simple as taking a walk to the park and just listening to your favorite audiobooks. Your step 2 is scheduling it for the next 2 weeks. Actually putting time, blocking it out on your day, that at 7:15 a.m. every single day, you are going to drive to the park and take your hot girl walk and listen to your favorite audiobook. Recognize that I didn't say when you have free time. No, you need to make time for this. You need to actually put it on your schedule. Show up as if it's like an appointment, a doctor's appointment that you can't miss. Step number 3 is keep track of your habits with a habit tracker. I don't know what it is, but I love seeing the numbers go up every time that I accomplish something. I realized this, that every time that I finished taking my Legree class, I would just go in front of the mirror and take a selfie and also take a screenshot of my app and show the number of classes that I finished. And seeing that every single day go up and hitting the 25th milestone, the 50th, the 75th, and then the 100th was very exciting for me, and it kept motivating me to keep going. And because I was posting that every single day on my story, I got other people excited for me as well. I love using this app called Habit Tracker because it shows it on my screen, and it feels like a list that I get to just check off every single day. And it's very exciting for me because I love just tapping it and hearing that ringtone. It also just makes me feel very accomplished and productive with my day, especially when I finish it first thing in the morning. The crucial thing about this is that you want to reinforce this crucial habit by publicly celebrating yourself. There's nothing more exciting than people rooting for you. Now, for me, that was just posting to my stories every day and just telling everyone, hey, I'm obsessed with Legree now. Like, this is my entire personality, and I'm just excited to go to class every single morning. Another way that you can reinforce this habit is by giving yourself gifts or rewards when you reach certain milestones. Never do you want to punish yourself for doing something to improve yourself. The whole point about creating the habit and being disciplined to continue with it is that you are having fun and it is something that is benefiting you. I remember when I first went to my Legree class, I was terrified because everybody there looked so good. And I am just completely starting my fitness journey, and I was so scared of what other people were going to say. Like, I was already very anxious going into the class, and I remember that I took my camera with me just as like a support system, because I'm like, oh, I'm just recording myself. Like, it felt like I have a friend there. But for me, that kind of eased my anxiety for a bit, because I could kind of distract myself with, oh, I'm filming content for this, even though in my head I was panicking. It's even better if you have a friend that can go with you. But again, you are building this for yourself and not for others. But keep in mind that you don't have to wait for anyone to start something. You can legit start now. The first day that I went to Legree, I remember just asking myself, how do I feel right now? I know that I'm anxious, but I'm actually having fun because I'm trying something new. And regardless of what other people think, is this something that I can actually see myself doing every single day? And because I was having so much fun doing the workouts and actually feeling my muscles be sore after years of not working out, it was very exciting for me that I finally stepped out of my comfort zone and tried something new. Every time that you're trying something out for the very first time and building a habit, ask yourself, is this hard, or is this just unfamiliar because it's new? Or is it both, which is completely fine if it's hard. It just means that you get to show up every day and practice. Another thing to ask yourself is, did you like it? Is this something that you actually see yourself doing? And what is your why that is driving you to actually pursue this? Is this for you or for someone else? Because most likely, if it's for someone else, you're not going to be as motivated to do it. I know that when we try things for the very first time, we get overwhelmed by our feelings and we get scared. But look at the facts. Did you feel good doing it? Did you have fun doing it? Did you see yourself doing it? Facts over feelings. From class 1 to class 14, I literally did not talk to anyone. I was so shy. I basically just walked in and walked out. And a lot of it was because I was just so anxious and scared. But the moment that I just kept showing up, that feeling just started to disappear. And as with anything else, feelings are temporary and you are going to overcome them and become used to them. So from class 1, I was definitely mortified, definitely scared. But by class 20, I was completely fine. Like, it was just part of my routine now. I could even use this YouTube video, for example. This is completely new territory for me. I am sweating right now. I am running out of batteries. But I know that the first time that I do something, it's not going to come easy. But the more that I practice and the more that I show up every day, it's going to become easier. And I guess the next question is, how do you build the discipline to try again, or the courage to try again? And I hope you know that trying over and over again is a love letter to yourself, that this is something that matters a lot to you and that you love yourself enough to continue showing up. And any time that I do feel down and discouraged, I just remember that I just haven't shown up enough. Because of course, the very first time that you're going to do something, it's going to be difficult. It's going to feel out of place. It's going to feel weird. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone because you are comparing yourself from your yesterday. And you are going to dedicate yourself by showing up over and over again because you matter to yourself. Does that make sense? Is any of this making sense? The most crucial thing to also realize is this is not going to work if you hate yourself, and that is going to be very harsh. And maybe it takes a lot of courage to tell yourself that the things that you're doing is possibly not coming from a place of love, especially when it's your own dreams and hopes that you're kind of pushing aside and kind of disregarding every single day. In the past, where I've done my fitness journey and it just didn't stick, I wasn't consistent with it, I was very pessimistic about it, I was just in complete denial and I was disregarding what really mattered to me. But the change that happened now is I love myself to keep going. Like, I love myself to keep the promises to myself. And there is confidence in that gets built every single day. Every time that I finish my workout, it is reaffirming the promise that I made to myself. Because it's no longer just about the workout. It's now about, do I love myself enough to work out and take care of my body and feel good and feel productive and feel that I am accomplishing what I'm working towards. You have to acknowledge that hating yourself and loving yourself is hard. Both of them are hard. And so you have to choose your hard. You can choose to hate yourself or you can choose to love yourself. Or here's another way to put it, which I heard from TikTok, is imagine that you switched bodies with your partner or your soulmate and you have a year to give them their body back, and you know how much they want to get fit or in shape or how much they want to start their business. And I love my partner so much that I would go to the gym for this person. I would work on this business every single day for this person. But there comes that perspective shift that, like, I hope you love yourself enough to pursue your passions. Anywho, I know that this is super cheesy, but I hope that you love yourself enough and hopefully much more than you love others. If you have any of your goals for 2025 and you just need someone to encourage you, please comment down below. Please go to my Instagram. I post there every single day. If you want to follow me to my journey of hitting 200 classes in Lagree and beyond, please show up on there. I love being active. I'm going to be going through my 2025 goals and my vision board for next year. So I hope to see you in the next video.